what's up, TruExperience Nation? It's Richard McCain here to help you learn how to experience the most out of life through personal growth. Yo, if you're new around here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. How the rich think. Let's get into it. Today is money mindset tip number 6. The middle class sees money through the eyes of emotion. World class sees money through the eyes of logic. Man, you already know, man, when emotion gets involved, things go awry. Okay, we understand that. Most people never accumulate much wealth due to a series of self-limiting beliefs fueled by negative emotion. Look, all right, the first part of this chapter is true, not just around money, but it's just true, period, in all areas of life. Most people have become indoctrinated about negative things around money. They think the rich steal it. They think you're dishonest if you have it. It's so funny. Like, listen to people talk about other wealthy people. They're all crook. Like, they just talk to them like they're crooks. Like money is evil and money is bad and trying to acquire it is so wrong. But so many people desire to have it. It's really strange. And people are saying stuff around these beliefs like, money don't grow on trees, and we think I'm made of money, and we can't afford that, and like different things like that. They're all negative connotations. It's all like this bad juju around really money or anything. Like when you constantly are talking about how hard it is to get money, and money's very challenging to get, and when you get it, you need to take care of it, you need to hold on to it, and it puts this framework up around you mentally that keeps you from really being able to go out and earn more because you have negative emotions around it. And so people get really, negative emotionally around money or thinking about acquiring money, and that limits them. Now, I don't know if anybody who's seen this has ever watched The Secret, but this goes right hand in hand with that. And it just goes with attracting other stuff. And if you constantly putting out negative vibes and you constantly thinking about what you can't do or what you don't want, you end up attracting more of that. And since we're talking about money, you're out there telling the universe and the world that you don't want that because of the negative energy you're putting out towards that. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. We can't do that. What do you think? I got money? Man, I ain't got, we got to work for our money. We ain't got money like these people. Like, you put this out there. What do you think you're going to get? It says you virtually guarantee a life of financial mediocrity when you constantly be hearing this kind of stuff. And look, when you believe that, it dictates your behavior. This is true in anything. When you get the seed that comes in deep, right? When you subconsciously continue to tell yourself certain things around anything. I don't care what it is. I'm not good at this sport, or she don't like me. I'm never going to be able to get that. Like when you start saying that kind of stuff to yourself, consciously or subconsciously, it stems from the inside, and your behavior starts to back up what you believe, because you're not going to make yourself a liar. If you really believe that, then your behavior is going to show that, and your behavior is going to give you more of that thing. So if you're constantly saying you can't do something, we can't afford that, we can't afford that, your behaviors are going to match that belief. And if you don't change the way you think about things, you're not going to change the things that you do, which means it's impossible to change what you get. I like this quote, and it makes sense. A middle-class thinker can't teach you how to become a world-class thinker. Look, this particular quote I like in the book because it stems from something that I say a lot to myself, and I even say to other people. I do not take advice from people who aren't where I'm going or who have never been where I'm going. Okay, like don't tell me about advice about somewhere you've never been. I'm going here, you've never been there, you can't tell me how to get there. And that's not to be, disrespectful or whatever. That's just fact, man. Like somebody who don't play no ball, man, if you ain't no basketball player, you've never coached, you ain't never been on a basketball team, you've never played a pickup game, like you're not a basketball player, bro, I'm sorry. You're not going to teach me how to play basketball. I don't need that advice. And the same thing goes when it comes to wealth. And if you haven't built wealth, don't go around telling advice to other people how to build wealth, because if you had it, then you'd be out there doing it, all right? If it was If it was so easy or you knew how to do it or you had all the answers, like you would go acquire it. You know what I'm saying? And so we get that at a fundamental level, but when we're emotional about money, we attract more of the same. And a lot of times we want the yes man. We're just looking for validation that what we're saying is true. Man, I can't afford that, man. You know, money hard to come by, man. And, you know, anybody else has got it, man. They crooks anyway. They ain't really happy. Like you saying all this negative stuff around money, and it's like you don't want it. It's like you're not trying to acquire it. Now, I like the part of this was going to end because it goes into happiness, which is kind of what we're about here. The great ones know money is a critical tool that presents options and opportunities. Yo, money is that tool. They also know if you're not happy without it, you won't be happy with it. This might be my favorite quote they have in this chapter right here because it's so true. And just because you have money, it's like things don't change. Like you get money, it's not like you all of a sudden change, like, oh, I'm happy now, this money solved everything. Bro, if you can't learn to be happy with yourself, with who you are, with what you got, and content, constantly pushing forward, money's not going to change that. You're still going to be the same old bitter person that you were before you got money. The happiness thing, that's an inside job, and money is just a tool. It opens up opportunities. It's great for leverage. And they go on to say it is, even though money has little to do with happiness, it is one of the most important tools in the game of life. I heard something one time where dude says, yeah, you know, money isn't everything until you don't have any money. And then money becomes everything. And look, I've been in circles where people were, you know, wanted more and didn't have it. And I've been in circles where people had plenty of income coming in, wealthy, right? Like wealthy people. They don't always just sit around talking about money. They're talking about a lot of other stuff because money's not really a thing for, like, they have it. So they're not worried about it. Whereas other people who don't have it, that's all they talk about. People say money ain't everything, but be around some people who broke. Like, really pay attention when you're around some folks who legit broke, but they're really cavalier with their spending and they buy all this stuff. Like, they say money ain't everything, but they sure do talk about it a lot. So just keep those kind of things in mind. It is an important tool. It ain't got nothing to do with happiness, bro. Like you can be as happy as I'll get out and not have wealth. That ain't what it's about. But it is a powerful tool, and you can do a lot of great things with it. But be careful who you take advice from. You got to think about and be aware if you have limiting beliefs. And if you've been raised and you've been, you know, indoctrinated by taking in all this information that's negative around money, and that information is coming from folks who don't really have wealth, consider your options, man. Go find somebody who's got a lot of money, or somebody who's learning to require a lot of money, or whose thinking is changing. Go get books, go listen to podcasts. Like, there's plenty of ways to get information out there to start to change the way you think. Because if you think it, you can create it. And like I said at the beginning, change the way you think, you change what you do, you change what you have. If you vibe with that message and you want to get down with us, we have a private group all around like mindset and weight loss tips and things like that. If that's something you're down with and you want to run with a group of like-minded individuals, shoot me a message. I'd love to get you added up in there. But yo, until next time it's late, I got to go watch a movie. Peace out.